Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. This is the Freak Show. And a lot of people have been asking me to do another podcast. And one of the guys that I game with every single day for the past few years, he was like, "Hey man, can I be on your podcast?" And I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. We're always streaming, making videos. And I present to you the one and only Cole. Everybody give him a nice round of applause.
Colin.
How is it going,
Whatever.
Cole?
Good, buddy. Good. How are you?
Good. So today's podcast theme, which a lot of wives, a lot of my buddies, they all have been hitting me up, is gaming and relationships. And that's a hot topic these days, if you think about it.
That's tough. It's tough.
So my question to you, Cole, is being married and having a family and working full time, can you kind of walk me through how you can game and maintain a healthy relationship? Kind of how does that all work for you?
Well, yeah. Happily married. 7 years. Two
Nice.
little crotch goblins.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's never easy because we like to stream. We like to try and be on as much as possible. But what we've recently come up with is my streaming schedule. Right? So it's, I think, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Right?
Yep.
That's my gaming schedule. So with that, on the odd days, we're just doing other stuff. We're baking, we're watching movies, we're just doing pretty much anything for time, and that's huge. Because prior to that, I didn't give time, and that can strain a lot of people.
Yeah, and for me, being in multiple relationships and everything, one of the main things I say is oh, hey, by the way, I am a avid photographer and videographer, and I love gaming as a hobby. I work full time, I go to the gym, I come home, and then for those couple of hours, I just really want to wind down, play with the boys, you know what I mean? And then I just maintain my late nights for Fridays and Saturdays. But then if there's an event going on or a party or something, then obviously I'd focus on that. But it's always that compromise within two individuals in the relationship. But the big question is does your wife accept that that's one of your hobbies? You know what I mean? That's something you're truly passionate about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she understands. It's a decompression time for me. Most wives, it's mine. She has her time. She watches her shows. She'll read a book, something. This is my time. Now everything in that's what I'm looking for. Anything in quantity, I would use. You don't want to indulge yourself and just get lost in a game, because anything in too much is a very bad thing.
It's addicting. Yes.
It's so bad, dude. You can sit here for hours, man. And it's yo, where did time go? It's dinner's been ready for 8 hours. Where have you been?
Yeah, and I've noticed that too, looking back in the past, right? So I was talking to a girl and everything, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a total gamer and everything too." And I'm like, "Oh cool, that's awesome." And then we just start playing, and then next thing you know, her hobbies change. And a lot of women out there, I couldn't really speak on their behalf, but some of their hobbies may include what your wife does is watching her shows, or some are especially in Alabama, a lot are hunters and they do archery and they go firing at the things. But it's certain things you can't do too much, because if you remember during COVID when the ammo prices spiked up through the roof, I was not shooting.
Dude.
Yeah, I literally remember when that happened. Bryce came down for school here and he was like, "You want to go shooting?" I'm just like, "Hell no, dog. Let's go down the archery connection, go get a bow and we'll shoot." And then that guy literally got an arrow stuck in my tree, and I need King Arthur to come down here and actually pull it out.
Next time I come down, I'll pull it out.
Oh yeah, your one-way ticket here to whip my ass.
Yes, one way, buddy. One way.
But I find it hard to, especially being single and kind of messing around, is girls get upset when you're like, "Oh, I game for a few hours a day with the guys," and they really look down on you as an individual. But then it's all right, well, what's the difference between me gaming for a couple hours every night compared to me going in my garage and doing woodwork, right?
Yeah.
I feel
there has to be a certain level of compromise. But like I said before, if you do everything too much of something, it's bad for you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I take so many
this
naps in the afternoon.
needs to be another episode. We need to do another episode on this because I could go down this hole for hours. But there has to be compromise, especially in a marriage, a relationship. You can kind of, like, if you're dating, you can kind of work around that. You can get the feel of it. But once you're married, it's kind of locked tight there.
Yeah.
Banana pills and bear traps.
What is your most memorable moment when you were gaming? So I know all the stories, so you better pick the right one. It's when you were gaming and you were just either super loud or just screaming, getting raging. You tell us a story about that and what happened, because that's always fun.
Dude. So obviously streaming live on TikTok, we're just a bunch of knuckle dragging Neanderthals, man.
Yeah.
So, we get hype, and I'm just hollering. Brianna shoots me a text. I don't see it, obviously.
Yeah.
She comes storming up the stairs, dude, flips on the light. You are so loud. Like, oh. Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah. That's I remember that because you'll be like gaming and you'll be like, wait. And then we'll all be like, you hear footsteps? And he's like, no, I think Brianna could hear me from downstairs, around the corner, down in the basement and everything.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But I feel, looking back at it, I don't regret any of my decisions on continuing the game. And I am extremely happy with, this is like kind of what I do. And as you know, the Army for the brigade, they actually moved me up, and I do all the pictures for the brigade, and I do all like the videos and everything. So I'm kind of doing it more and, getting more fluent, but
combat photo, baby.
Yeah. I think that the guys and the girls who game and they stop gaming and they're like, oh, well, you got to grow up. And it's just like, well, that's I think a personal issue, because it's something that I love to do. Just like I love a big booty Latina goth girls. Like, I'm not gonna grow out of that regardless of my age, And sometimes it's really nice to stay young. So,
Yeah. And next episode on this is going to have to be like a three-part series.
Yeah, because I got to call some people out next episode. You know what I mean?
Because we're going to go down the rabbit hole on this. Because I see we're already hitting my alarm's going off. We need to wrap it up, but don't want to keep you. But yeah, definitely. Long story short, compromise. There's got to be a compromise, or that marriage is gonna go down a dark hole, a nasty one.
Hey, but then sometimes you come out on the other.
Because you could, but it looks like it's either, are you choosing the game over your significant other, or do you choose your significant other over the game? So if you meet right there in the middle, it'll work out just right. Like I think our right now is just perfect.
Yeah, and same with me too. With being with like work and relationships and everything, it's just like the perfect median. Because if you think you're gonna catch me outside on a Tuesday night at like 9:30 at night, like no, I'm gonna be at the house like after the gym and knocking out some work from the computer. It's like I'm not going to the bars on a Tuesday. Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe a Friday, but and it's the people who are extremely weak, that give up, that are cowards.
Yes.
Those are the people when you try to compromise and you just give up, you fail yourself. So
it's a underlying issue. It's an underlying issue.
Yep. And that's between both males and females. So if you take offense to that, fuck off, I guess. Pal. Yeah, you can go talk to my lawyer down in Atlanta at 123 Candy Cane Lane. Hit him up. You're looking for Santa Claus down there. So, but that's gonna wrap up the podcast. I appreciate you coming back, dude. I am big sweating.
You're moist, brother.
Yeah, you called me and I was in the shower and I was just like, oh shit, 9 o'clock, and I was just like doing all my shit, get ready, and then it went from straight steam to straight cold down here, and I'm just like fuming right now.
Moist,
I'm just moist with a capital M. Just swing by his TikTok. I'll drop it in the description. It's going to be XCram X Coltrane TikTok. He's live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night, and I'm always gaming with him. So look out for us and look out for the next episode. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me, Devin. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.